it is.
How many times a week do you fill up your car? Once a week? Twice? Maybe more? Well, imagine what it would be like to fill your car not with gasoline, but with electricity. And imagine that your electric car is not only stylish, but aerodynamically efficient. It runs clean. In fact, there's no exhaust system. Your electric car is comfortable. It's even equipped with air conditioning. And it's no slouch on the open road either. It'll do 0 to 60 in 8 seconds flat. Just imagine. Recently, a team of innovative GM designers, engineers, and technicians did just that. But they not only imagined such a vehicle, they created one. It's called Impact, and it's creating quite a stir. The Impact is distinctive in a lot of ways. It's front-wheel drive, but there are 2 motors, one for each wheel. The gross weight checks in at a little more than 2,500 pounds, with 870 pounds belonging to its battery pack. The Impact is equipped with rack and pinion steering, specially designed radial tires, and a single-speed transmission, no shifting. As the design of the Impact began, several key objectives helped to form the challenge facing the team. Earlier attempts to produce a viable electric car were met with concerns about driving range and complaints about performance and style. But from the very beginning, Impact was going to be different.
Previously, a lot of electric cars have been done by converting a production car, which is certainly an easy way to do it, but the trouble is you end up having to make a lot of compromises in doing that. The production car was not designed for the ultra-low rolling resistance, the good aerodynamics, and so by the time you're done, you've made so many compromises that you don't have a viable car anymore. So the approach here was to take a clean sheet of paper approach to an all-new car.
In addition to aerodynamic efficiency, another key component in the challenge for increased range and performance is Impact's power source. The battery pack contains 32 10-volt lead-acid batteries.
It's an evolution that Delco Remy has been working with. It's called a recombinant lead-acid battery, and it has got more higher power density, and it's smaller in size. We didn't want to look at some of the more exotic battery research that's going on that may be in the 10 to 15 years out that might keep us from going into production with this kind of a vehicle.
Rather than wait for a breakthrough, let's take the batteries that we've got here today and see if we can make a viable electric car that goes over 100 miles. And that we've done. Now, a breakthrough in batteries will just make a car like this that much better. I mean, maybe we will see a 300-mile range in the future.
The Impact is powered by 2 alternating current induction motors, one for each wheel. These high-speed motors are designed to minimize both size and weight while delivering maximum power. At 60 miles per hour, for example, these small electric motors turn at 9,500 RPM, compared to the average 2,000 RPM for a gasoline engine. Combining this technology, then, with the battery pack and the sleek style helped to produce some very impressive performance results.
The one thing that we didn't compromise at all on is the acceleration performance. We wanted to make it something that people would sort of think twice and say, wow, that's pretty fast. And so we had an initial target of 8.0 seconds for 0 to 60 miles an hour, and we actually met that target.
What we did was we ran a comparison between a Mazda Miata and a Nissan 300 ZX car on a drag race, if you will. And 0 to 60, the Impact will walk away from these 2 cars. And as we did that, it really moved the electric vehicle from the golf cart kind of mentality to this is a viable candidate for merging with traffic, fitting into the current driving requirements that we have on today's road systems.
One thing about this car that you don't get on very many internal combustion powered cars is throttle response, fun to drive, that is really second to none. It has an immediate feeling of connection between your wishes and the accelerator pedal and what the car does that you don't find very often. It's a fun car to drive.
I'm very pleased to announce today that we are taking a major step toward helping our country meet its transportation needs and environmental goals. We are proceeding with our plan to produce and sell the Impact.
With the future of the Impact now decided, American car buyers can look forward to an aerodynamically efficient, longer-range electric car that looks great and moves even better. So go ahead, imagine the Impact. The wait may be shorter than you think.
Well, it looks good and it goes well. We'd like to thank GM for that footage, by the way. We'll be back after a short break.